Hello, my name is Vanna Hughes, and I am the founder of the Trinity Integrative Holistic Medicine and Counseling Services, where we treat mental health and addictions. I specialize in addictions. One of my favorite addictions to specialize in is sex and love. However, I am also an expert in chemical dependency as well. Because I am obsessed with love and sex and attachment. I have a bachelor's in psychology, and it was a double bachelor, so I have psychology and sociology major, and then I have my master's in forensic psychology. And so I specialize in working with individuals who have went through trauma and come out with some type of negative coping mechanism to help them with those traumas, such as substance abuse, alcoholism, sex addiction, love addiction, porn addiction, compulsive masturbation, and all of these things, there's an umbrella to it. But I really want to talk about this and talk about it more, mainly because I am coming out of and I'm breaking out of my shell of deconstructing religion. And so I want to talk about sex in a healthy way, not just like sex, don't do it before marriage, but like I really want to talk about sex, the positive things about sex, the negative things about sex. I want to talk about sex. And there's a song, let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about sex. Now, it's so funny because a lot of people, especially in like the religious realm where I have gotten shunned and kicked out of just because of my own exploration, I have went through a sexual journey and I am learning and teaching about this, but I truly, truly, truly believe that this is my destiny. If you spoke to my mother, if you met my mother, you could ask her, hey, when you were giving birth to this woman, this being, what radio, what song was on the radio as you were having her? And come to find out, I was actually born on the song Push It by Salt-N-Pepa. Okay? Push it. Push it real good. Dun, 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 right? So I'm just letting you know, I came into this world ready to learn about sex and teach about sex. So with that, I just want to start off with like the definitions, and then what I will try and do is hold different videos to address different topics each time, okay? So one of my things, and please go to my website. It is the Trinity holistichealing.com. I'll say that again, the Trinity holistichealing.com. You can find me there where you can book sessions with me or learn about me. And then I do have an Instagram for the business. And the business is on Instagram. It is literally at the Trinity Holistic Healing, and the page, or you can type in Let's Talk About Sex, and that would be me, and you can add me there. So like, first off, what is healthy sex? That is a really, I think, a good definition that people should kind of think about, like, what is healthy sex? And I actually have a few definitions that I want to talk to you guys about, like what is healthy sex, and then what is unhealthy sex, right? So when we're looking at healthy sex, there are a few things that need to be understood. Healthy sex means that it's consensual, okay? That's first and foremost. Many people have had sex or have had sexual encounters and it was not consensual. Consensual means that both parties agree and they agree to all terms. It doesn't, like, they agree to everything that is happening. There is a deep communication that is going on. Healthy sex is respectful. It's understanding the boundaries about what people want, what people like, what people desire, respecting that and giving that to them, and also reciprocating that. Healthy sex is fulfilling. Sex feels good. If someone tells you sex doesn't feel good, I would say that we probably need to take them to a doctor to kind of see if there are anything going on. There are some conditions that can, and we could talk about those conditions later, but there are certain conditions like I can't think of them off the bat because that's not part of my talk right now, but I've had people reach out to me with some medical conditions where sex hasn't been the best, or maybe there's endometriosis or adenomyosis for the women. But for the most part, when a person is healthy and the body is healthy, sex is also very fulfilling. The experience aligns with the individuals who are engaged, and they are emotionally and physically and relationally okay, and it looks out for their well-being. I think it's also really important to understand that healthy sex involves mutual desire and communication. And I want to say mutual desire because some people will say, well, I consented to sex, but I didn't really want to have sex with them. I wasn't really like, I wasn't desired to do that. I felt peer pressure, or maybe it was too far too late. And so I just went ahead and gave in. That is not healthy sex. So it involves mutual desire. Both parties want to have sex. Both parties communicate they want to have sex. Both parties have boundaries. So one of the things that, learning about healthy sex, one of the things is being able to communicate with your partner before you have sex. Now, some people will have like one night stands, or like they have sex on the first date or things like that. That still can be a healthy sex if it's set up in a context of like, hey, I don't really know you. I want to have sex with you. I'm attracted to you. Do you want to have sex with me too? Yes. Okay. Well, I'm taking off my pants right now. Is that okay? How do you feel about that? I like that. I'm going to raise you your pants, and I'm going to take off my pants and my shirt, right? And so you start having these communication. I won't get too much into detail, but I'm just saying I know someone, and if someone is watching this video, they know that is exactly how I communicate anyways, where it's like, hey, we're going to do this one step at a time. We're communicating all the way through. Like, is this what we want? Because at any time, you are okay to say no. And that is something that I don't think many people realize. I know when I first encountered sex, at least from a heterosexual standpoint of female and male, I did not feel that I could retract, right? And so there was this feeling of not having power. Healthy sex empowers both parties. Healthy sex, like if a partner says I don't want to, another partner doesn't say, well, it's too late, we're already here now, or like guilt you or try and make you feel bad for any of those things that go on. Okay. So it is one of those things where when you're having sex with a person, it is consensual, it is mutual, it is respectful, it aligns to what you both want, and it has boundaries, and here's the thing, here's the kicker. Sex is used for pleasure, but sex was created for connection. And this is going to be very important as I go through the series of what is sex, healthy sex, and what is not healthy sex, and what is compulsive and what is not compulsive, because many people will have sex to get their jollies off as a selfish act right? And so you don't want, that's not what sex is for. It's definitely to foster pleasure, and in the way that that pleasure comes along, then connection and emotional intimacy is brought together. Okay. A healthy sexual behavior or healthy sexual practices, it enhances the overall being rather than causing distress or harm or dysfunction in a daily life. So if you're having sex with someone and you're starting to realize that it's starting to become harmful or dysfunction, or you can't think about it, or maybe that's all you can think about, or it's starting to cause issues and stress, and it's not fun, and it's maybe boundaries are broken, or it's bringing up traumas and it's bringing up triggers, that would not be considered healthy sex. So we're coming upon a close of like the definition of healthy sex for this particular video. Make sure that it is consensual, that it is respectful, that it is fulfilling, that it aligns with what you and your partner, or you and whomever, that it aligns with the goals that you're trying to do, that it is mutually beneficial. It's not just for one person, it's mutually beneficial, that there are healthy communication that is expressed in there, and that constant communication needs to be had, and that boundaries are able to be discussed before sex, during sex, even after sex, and to understand that it is meant to give you pleasure, to help you with connection of that individual, and to have emotional intimacy. Sex is created for you to know someone to the deepest of deepest levels. It is a place of vulnerability and exposure, and it is a place where it should be very filled with trust, and it should enhance your life overall. It should enhance it overall. I hope that at least this definition gives you some, clarity. Please write in the comment box if you have any questions on the definition of sex and healthy sex. Just because you're married doesn't mean that it can be consensual or respectful or fulfilling or mutual, or it respects boundaries. It just because you're married or you're in a relationship doesn't mean that you're having healthy sex. And so it's very important to know, like, you can be married and have unhealthy sex, and you can be single and have unhealthy sex. So before we start talking about unhealthy sex, let's fully understand the definition of sex. Please leave questions in the comments box, and I will always try to answer all of them, because I actually want to build this content based on your questions. So I'm going to be answering these things based on questions that people have asked me. I can't wait to be on this journey with you guys. I hope to hear from you guys. Please like and subscribe. Please follow me on my Instagram at Let's Talk About Sex, or at The Trinity Holistic Healing. Please go look at my website, thetrinitylholistichealing.com, and I look forward to talking to you soon. See you later. Bye.